Ladies and gentlemen, for the 783rd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring El Juperino, aka His Junus.
What's up, bitches?
As well as that dude called Big Mike, aka Michelle Obama.
My girl.
Me, I am Mahoney, aka Mason. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? What is this, Dale?
At first
like-
I thought it was Jurassic Park, but then definitely not. Like the first two little
No,
things.
when it first came on, I thought it was like the Dell NTM processor commercial, you know?
Dell processors.
Yeah.
No, it is a futuristic movie. I believe it is. I believe this particular variant is from the sequel that came out in 17, I believe. There was an original with Harrison Ford in 1980, 81 maybe, and then the sequel came out with Ryan Gosling in 2017, and
So what Harrison Ford, something futuristic. Harrison Ford, that's Indiana Jones, isn't it?
that is technically Indiana Jones
Yeah.
as well as Han Solo, and it is neither Star Wars or Indiana Jones. It is the movie that made Ridley Scott, in my opinion, who is a director.
I don't know it.
It's called Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Blade Runner.
This is from Blade
I
Runner
never saw the second one, though.
2049, which is fucking awesome. Shout out to the homie Def Jeff. I seen it with him out in San Diego.
Hold on, Def Jeff?
Def Jeff. Def Jetson.
All right,
Homie
Def
I knew.
Jeff.
Knew. Used to hang out with in the Middleburg back in the day when I was bartending in Middleburg and shit.
Got you.
Dude, do me a favor. Try to mute your mic when you're drinking.
Oh yeah, I got ice in there.
When I'm doing the videos, I get so fucking annoyed when you guys are drinking without muting your mics. So I'm just drunk enough right now to give you the... I'm agitated, but I'm not at all mad. Like, well, work on your mute skills, guys.
Well,
Let's all
Changer
do
ain't gonna
this.
hook me up with the Hooters jet line thing.
The what?
Say again?
You know, 20 years ago when you go to Hooters and they would put it. They
Oh,
would
the
put an
zip
order in.
line that you swing across.
Yeah. All right, I need
We
that.
need that.
So I can like pass joints around.
have
right?
been talking
I need,
about
like,
that.
3 spots here, here, and here. But I'm thinking I could do a hook and some twine, and it'd be just like that game
Bro,
where you just
all
like,
you need is somewhere above you. Put in a loop hook with the screw on it. You know what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
screaming.
You put a couple strings on it. We get a couple of those fucking... I mean, this is totally doable.
Well, see, here's the thing that he's talking about. There's a drinking game where it's like a little O-ring on a fucking string. and you gotta try to toss it onto a hook.
Nah,
Is
I
that the
ain't
big
playing
game?
that.
Is that like on the wall? Because
Yeah.
they make a little one on the
Because I
table
said,
where they
man,
got shot
yeah.
glasses on there.
Yeah.
If he hangs his joint right here, has a joint there, and he swings it over to you, all you gotta do is boom, and then just let it go and goes back down.
Yeah, but it makes sense. We can totally do this on the inexpensive with some twine. I know my man
you
likes
got
his
that all
twine.
day.
I got the twine.
But the problem is we got to make it tight, and it's going to be where we're able to pass joints back and forth, like say you and I. Like, we're going to need it to be about this high, which is literally dead walking through space.
That's also true,
So
too.
what we've got to do is figure out a way to make it temporary and set it up for the show, like when we set all this stuff up. You know what I mean? Like, we got to figure out a way to have it so it clips on, it's tight, it's taut, it slides back and forth, so you and I can just pass the J
How about
past Mike.
this? Why not just fucking have one of them grippers, like fucking the medical
No.
joints?
Why can't Mike just pass it between us?
Yeah, because I gotta move the mic
We've been
back
doing
and
this for
forth.
years. We've been getting
Mike gotta move the
by.
mic.
We've been getting by.
Mike gotta move the mic.
Yeah.
No, touche.
But I'm like, if you get a gripper, and just the gripper will reach, them old motherfuckers that have.
Yeah, no, one of those like passes. What we need is a big lazy Susan we could set up right here. Just put it on the thing and swing it
Just
around.
turn it around?
Yeah. We need like a temporary table with a lazy Susan that
The
sits
little
on
remote
it.
control car would be too loud though.
Yes, agreed. And a little lazy Susan will probably make a bunch of racket.
Yeah. Be a little bit much.
Oh, the other problem with the road system is then you're gonna have the rope dangling in front of
Yeah,
you
yeah,
or
yeah.
wherever it's at. Unless you made it to where it was one full string, and then
Yeah.
the other person could just pull all the way down over
Well,
back
you know
on
what would
the
be
camera.
interesting if we could set up a loop that goes in between like this space, and we could just put it on and go, and it'd slide around.
Oh, like the wanted bullets.
Yeah.
The Angelina Jolie bullets.
Yes, you put the
Like-
twist in the bullet when you shoot it.
Yeah.
You throw a little twist. You throw a little spin
So
on
you
that
throw a joint
motherfucker.
around like that.
So what I'm doing is putting, what we call it is I'm putting English on me bullet. See, I'm putting the bang in with the twist. And then the bullet's gonna go all around in a big circle and hit everyone in the neck, just like I planned
Man,
it.
you know what gets
See?
me? I wonder how many motherfuckers actually try to do that shit when they saw that movie.
Dude, that shit looks dope. I don't expect it works worth a fuck, but like I imagine there's like the slightest ability. Like you can't do like a
It can't be
30-degree
done, man.
turn on a bullet with a fucking
You can't just do this
twist.
with your hand and the bullet's gonna go around a whole circle of people. and
As I
shit.
pulled the trigger, I put the twist in it. That don't work.
Like you bowling.
If,
You know what I
if
mean?
that works, then people shooting a gun like this, and people shooting a gun like this, it should go different.
Yes,
If you can do this with the gun and the bullet,
there's so much
does some
silliness
Matrix shit,
around
you know,
that.
screaming?
That shit is so
like
silly.
y'all need to get shit together.
Yeah.
Yo, I sent y'all some shit. So NASA has a job posted for defending the planet from aliens.
I'm all about it. dog.
I'm with that. You know,
Sign me up,
I
son.
won't go to war. You know, with other countries.
I don't want
but
to
yo,
fight other humans,
But I'll see
totally
what's up with some alien
look
shit,
at man. I will totally fight the Tarzanians. I don't give a
I'll
fuck,
see what's up with some shit like that.
Yeah.
Just because it sounds interesting enough to be like, yeah, that'd be some cool shit.
dude.
Some Battlestar Galactica real shit happening, and then fuck around, land on the planet
I'm
with some
saying,
banging fucking aliens.
If the
and be like,
Klingons,
you know what,
if
this
the
be some
Klingons
shit.
show up and I can shoot it out with them and bang that green bitch, like
What? Hey.
I'm down.
Now look, hold on. The Klingons was some of them Klingons in fucking Star Trek back in the day. They was banging, even though they had the foreheads and the teeth. If you took the teeth and put some
Hey,
motherfucking caps on the teeth,
No, here's the thing, Mike. I appreciate diversity.
I do too.
If I'm gonna have sex with a Klingon, I don't need her to make her teeth right. I just need to make sure that she don't drag them across my
That's
dick.
the thing.
That's
Yeah,
all.
you
Just don't
know.
drag them razor-looking teeth
Because
across
them
my dick.
motherfuckers look like they gonna go through the meats. You know what I mean?
They
They're
go to
shredding-
Arby's and shred.
Yeah, they gonna shred
They
that
shred
motherfucker.
Arby's.
I wouldn't
For
want
real.
fellatio from a fucking Klingon, bitch.
Nah, you tripping, dog. Like, as long as she's careful, I trust a Klingon to be careful. Of
You know they
course,
got moody.
Mike, I'm a whole lot more daring than you are.
Exactly. Plus, they get moody quick. You seen that shit? And they are moody. Fucking.
I like proper aggression. Like, if a woman has proper aggression, I don't
Now,
have
see
a
the
problem
Klingon
with that.
bitches. They would
It
have been
might-
all about that.
But it might
fucking-
be a little bit overboard.
Oh, they definitely would go overboard.
Yeah, they're wild, man.
They're gonna pick you up by the neck. Get
what
over
you
here.
need, you know what you need? There was a Star Trek called Voyager, and there was a lady on there. I don't remember her name, but she was half human, half Klingon. Bro, I'm trying to tell you,
Let's see that I can work with that.
dude. Yes, you could. But I mean, she was more my flavor because she didn't have booty like you like.
Yeah, but
She
see,
wasn't like mad thick like that.
it's all good though.
She was my flavor.
When you bend over the booty, it knuckles up. So you know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, all right, look, y'all. No
get them
ass.
hips to bend.
Boom, ass. No ass, ass. You see what I'm saying? It bends over, it turns into something.
Mike, clearly I'm not that picky. So like, I need to just like work it out with a bitch that I can get along with.
Yeah, but think about this though. Being able to fuck it, I don't even know if it's like I be a liaison. I don't need to fight you. Let's just see what's up, what we got in common to fuck with. You know what I mean?
Well, like-
now if we gotta go to war toe to toe with some shit, I need to know the weaknesses because y'all already know we
I'll tell
fucked
you
up.
what though. You know what I like about a Klingon bitch? Like, they are strong as shit.
Oh yeah, they
They are
ready.
strong as shit. Like,
They
Yeah,
ready.
Klingons, yeah.
they gonna
like,
help me get through.
They got
They
like,
like-
MMA bodies, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to do everything.
Oh yeah. Nah, they ready
They're
to
like
rock.
the Wakanda Doji Mala, you know what I mean? They ready for it. You know what I mean? They ready to fucking throw down.
That's like part of the plan. Like, Klingons come with that like built-in aggression.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So if I can
yeah.
get me a half human, half Klingon lady, I'm with it. Like, if I got to join Space Force to find that, like, all right, but I don't think it's happening in the next 20 to 30 years. I think we're talking 200 to 300 years before we come across Klingons.
Klingons, yeah.
If we can manage to not blow ourselves up, which we're right on the verge of, who
Yeah.
cares? World War III, let's end it all, guys. Who cares,
We're
right?
teeter-tottering right now.
I mean, at least Biden's like not Trump. There's nothing else good I can say about him other
Yeah.
than he's not Trump because he's gotten us into more wars. I mean, just it only takes one. Like,
along with the feds fucking raping us with interest rates and the
Dude, the Federal
crony
Reserve has
capitalism
been a
is
problem.
fucking
for a long time.
Oh yeah, and then you got these companies that are just beating you in the head with fucking the cost of everything and the taxes.
Inflation is a real thing to a degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially
But
with
wages
supply
aren't
stuff.
going nowhere.
I'm dealing with car stuff where I'm trying to sell car parts, and there's so many things that are not available because of like microchip shortages, et cetera, et cetera. And like, I mean, dude, it's a problem.
But maybe we got some alien up there that's like, you know what? I fuck with them.
I sure hope, man, because that's the only hope we have, bro. That we can have some aliens come down here and be like, it's cool. Like, it wouldn't be the Klingons that would come up because they would fuck us up right now.
Nah, it'd be the.
Well, it's the Vulcans that showed up and we're down. The Vulcans showed up and we're like, hey, y'all hit warp speed. What's up?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Like, that's serious Star Trek knowledge, y'all. I ain't even. I'm a Trekkie, straight up. I can't deny it.
Yeah.
But, like, I just retain things. That's You know what my problem is, bro? I retain stuff too well. So, like, you know.
See, my problem isn't the retaining; it's the recalling of what I've retained that I have issues with.
I got it all right there, bro. It's a problem. I wish I didn't remember, like,
Are you tingling?
as much. Nah, that wasn't the music.
Oh.
That ain't the Jew.
I found out that. I think my shit still should be on vibrate.
Shout out to Alice in Chains for fucking with Mike's head.
So, I got something for y'all.
What you got?
Google dancing flea circus.
All right. Doing it right now. Dancing.
Mike, I'm gonna let you do that because I don't care about flea circuses, and I don't
Bro.
need my devices to be fucked up with flea circus
it's real,
bullshit.
no, it's not real thing. You need to look it up, bro. You need to check the video out.
Dancing flea circus. Which one? The 1950 or the tap dancing?
1950. Dog.
1950. Okay, YouTube 1950 dancing flea circus. Let me cut this down.
That shit's gonna blow your mind, bro.
Have you ever seen a flea riding a cycle?
You're talking 1950?
What the
Yes.
fuck
A
is
minute and a
that?
half video?
This nigga's pulling the fucking harness. Son of a
They out there
bitch.
Yeah, nah,
tightroping.
fleas are a real deal.
Tightrope.
This bitch got a flea pulling the fucking chariot. God damn. You gotta
I'm telling
think.
you, when I was in
That little motherfucker's
sixth grade,
strong.
when I was in sixth grade, my buddy Chris was like, yo, will you help me do this thing for the talent show? And I was like, all right, bet, man, I'll talent show with you. And
Oh shit.
he had me do the,
It's a real thing, bro.
This bitch got these niggas jousting.
Johnson.
With blades too.
Tightrope.
I think it's kind of fucked up though, cause she got them glued to like a stick.
She got him on a swing and shit. Like, what do you keep? Like, hey, what do you keep, please?
At
Like
1950, she probably had fleas.
where in 1950 do you get the cameras to be able to get this close in? Like,
You know what? That's a good question
I
there
need
too.
I need a high frame rate to pull
Oh, they
this
over
off.
there, Area 51, where the moon is.
All right,
the same
you
camera?
know what? Probably.
You the same moon cameras?
The fact that these fleas ain't jumping though.
DDT in cold weather, there's a shortage of healthy fleas. If anybody feels he has good
My
reason
boys
to
talk
doubt
about
that
this at
statement,
work. I said,
Miss
you need to
Jackson would
stop
be glad
talking
to hear
550
from
and
you.
more about some
Oh,
dancing
He
flea
said
circus,
because of
motherfucker.
DDT in cold weather, there's a shortage of fleas. You know what we don't have these days, guys? DDT.
Or cold weather.
Yeah, you're right about
You know
that.
what I mean? Like fuck.
Or rain.
At that point, you know what I mean? Like fuck. Tell you, shit's
Yeah.
coming to an end.
Things are wild, man. Yeah, dude, it's really kind of wild, man. The world's falling apart in like a rapid progression.
We got a little bit of rain yesterday.
Yeah, there was a sprinkle.
There was a sprinkle. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even call that rain. It was
It was
like a
misting.
spit.
Like I had to drive here this morning and keep the windows up for about 2 miles to let the water roll off the car. But then the windows were down. No problems after that.
Yeah. It's talking about rain again
It's
today.
talking about rain pretty much this week.
Right?
I was ready for that part.
There you go.
You got
See
to
if
go
I
into
don't
the
know if it's
second
in there.
world. Oh, doop, doop, doop,
Nope,
doop,
that's
doop.
all I got.
Oh,
I think that's the star up. No, that's the
that's
hurry
the
up.
hurry up.
You've
yeah,
got a minute to
yeah.
go.
You got a couple seconds to get there to
See,
the end.
I love this NPC because I've got it labeled so I can look at it and go, oh, Mario, hurry up. Like, that makes sense to me. I can relay that on.
That's what they should be using at fucking award shows instead of cutting the music on. Hit that joint when somebody's giving a speech. All right, I gotta wrap this up. We only got 6 seconds left, y'all.
Wrap it up, bitches.
You know,
Yeah, dude, life's a trip, man.
it's full of shit, man.
I'm all whacked out, bro, lately. Like, it's kind of wild. Like, my job is good, my car is good, but, like, my trust foundations are completely destroyed.
Yeah, it takes a minute to get them back up to par.
Like I'm all out of whack with my trust. Like it's fucked up.
It takes a minute to get that back up to par.
Like,
you've been fucking dinged. You know what I mean? It gets like that.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Because we've all been through it. You know what I mean? Coming back from it.
It's like I've reached like a seriously fucked up point where I'm like, all right, I either want to be a celibate or a porn star. I don't want anything in between. Like, but I don't think that's really true. But like, I have been looking into entertainment lawyers to deal with like First Amendment and sex work and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
this wants to have an OnlyFans.
Well, like, look at it. It's not even.
What, you ain't allowed? They turn you down or something? OnlyFans?
No. I'm not worried about that. It's I'm more like I look at it like this, like celibacy or like porn, because like I don't want to deal with like people because I don't like people anymore. I kind of do. I don't. But like I'm looking at it like sex should either be not happening or transactional. Like that's the way I'm looking at it. And I'm like, I don't particularly care for not happening, but like I like making videos. You know what I mean?
So
I'm
why
like,
not get paid?
Right. There's
no connection.
Right.
Not needed.
There's like two things there that I'm looking at, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, I could do like this wouldn't cost me any hassle, but like that's not exactly fun. But if I set up like an entertainment company and I could like make videos and sell them, like I can make videos. I mean, you might be watching right now. Speaking of which, Mike, I need you to set up a Tinder.
Yeah,
a Twitter.
The Twitter.
And Jew, you need to get your fucking Sweet Jew Jane going so y'all can fucking repost these videos as I'm dropping them, because Twitter got it like that. But I don't know, man. I'm like way adrift right now, like mentally. Like I'm way out of whack. Like it's kind of awesome and kind of terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you bouncing it out of shit. You be alright though. It'll take
Maybe
a
you
little
should
bit.
maybe you should just shroom up tonight.
That thought has crossed my mind, dude.
Stay home and shroom up, and then get your mind together. You know what I mean?
Alright, you know what?
Yeah, but that
I
might.
think if you do like an eighth of shrooms, you should get your mind right. I think.
You said an 8.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure I've seen Velvet do more than that in a session. You know?
Shout out Velvet.
Velvet has a different threshold, I
But
believe.
is Velvet's mind right at all? See,
Right enough.
I mean,
right enough. The way he leaned.
we both did the same shit.
I'm gonna have to split screen y'all and figure out how to do that, y'all.
He's got his shit together.
No, like, and that's the thing. I don't think that mushrooms make you not have your shit together, because they're like wonderful in the sense that they like make you force you
You
in.
might be able to find
They
yourself.
dive
They
into
force
yourself.
you into yourself. They force you into a
Yeah.
retrospective of your life and shit, for like where you are and where you're trying to be and how you've gone. And
First, you need to know your levels of where you're at with, if you
Right,
take
Graham.
X
Trip and
amount.
Brian worried
2
about
grams.
that.
Okay.
2 grams in.
2 grams would be a good one.
All right, there you go.
Like,
2
look at
gram night.
one
Have
to-
a 2 gram night.
Anywhere from 1 to 5 is going to be plenty, as far as I'm concerned, to get myself into that scenario. Now, maybe I will or maybe I won't. I don't know.
I don't think,
But
more 1, because I do like, no, I don't even know how much. I don't do that much because them motherfuckers are nasty. And I don't really like. You know
Yeah, what
I mean?
you
But
need to do is learn how to, like,
forced sometimes into doing
you
them.
mix them up into a little
I get
drink.
peer pressured, man.
Look at,
you know
mix
what I
them
mean?
into a drink and
You
knock it
got
down
peer
with a
pressure.
shot.
I get peer pressured into taking it, man.
You get
'cause
peer
I
pressure
smoke
to
weed,
take it.
man. Smoking weed's a gateway drug. You know what I mean? So
Talking about he getting peer pressure in the mushrooms. Bitch, you eat them motherfuckers just like here's an edible. Hey, G, you want a shroom to go with it? Hey, no, I might not.
well,
That ain't
if
no
I'm
peer
already eating
pressure.
edible, then yeah.
Seriously?
Get a shroom can get included because I'm already eating shit. You know what I'm
Right. Oh, well, I started eating. I can't even
Well, I
taste
started
these
eating,
shrooms.
you know, it'd be alright.
But
If I put it on top of this Rice Krispie treat, it should go down just fine. That ain't peer pressure. That's opportunity.
All I'm saying is, if I were to go home, say I go home and I'm like, all right, yeah, I will. I'm going to do 2 grams tonight, just like the juice
that
says.
sounds like a good night.
You know what I'm going to do?
Right? Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grind them up. I'm going to put them in a little bit of agua.
Ooh.
And I'm going to drink them bitches down. And then I'm going to swirl the glass for all the little extra little bits, and I'm going to drink that down too. And then I might have a shot of liquor or something. Who knows, man?
Oh,
Because,
there
like,
you go.
let
Now
me
you're
tell
talking.
you. Let me
See,
tell
now
you.
you're talking. Now you get yourself somewhere. You know, I ain't been at that level because I don't really do shrooms, but 2 grams in the shot,
Dude.
that seems like that's a good level.
I'll
you know
tell
what
you
I'm
this
saying?
much. When I was on probation and I was doing 1 gram a month the whole time, because I didn't do nothing else.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I copped this half ounce with a buddy of mine, started my probation. Once a month, I'd do about 1.1 grams. I'd take 3 or 4 shots of liquor and I'd drink a beer and I'd watch some crazy movie. I'm trying to tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you get through probation.
But
it was a ball. I had a fucking ball. That's where I watched fucking, I think I watched fucking Blade Runner for the first time.
Yeah.
I think I watched, that's where I watched Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah,
so I watched
Pan's Labyrinth was
fucking Lawrence of Arabia. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you watch the fuck, dude. I watched some dark shit though too, man. One month I did The Deer Hunter.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about that.
It's gonna break your heart, bro. Watch The Deer Hunter. You want to do it really ruthlessly? Do it on motherfucking mushrooms. Like that is like, if you could come through that. I don't know how I'm still alive, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, I amaze myself sometimes when I think of the dumb shit that I've gone through. But
oh,
like,
shit, the shit we did growing up, man. Fuck.
I did this as an adult, bitch.
Oh, damn.
This wasn't no grown up stuff.
talking about
I was 27 when this happened. I was 25 or some shit.
I was already grown. I was doing this dumb shit.
I was doing this as an adult. Throwing up out the window in my parents' house. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I lived some shit. You know. Life's a motherfucker, man. I'm just trying to get through it. You know
I think we all are, though.
Shit pisses me off, and shit doesn't piss me off, and I just keep trying to get by.
That's all you can do, really.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing else but that. You know,
but it's like, I'm so whacked out because I've never had a job that didn't make me want to quit or jump off the fucking roof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I do. I made it a year. They were like, hey, you've been here a year. And like the general manager was like, hey, some guy came in and said how great you are. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, we're doing this on Saturday so that I can go to Kings Dominion with my company tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I've never had a job where I wanted to, like, not be like, fuck you.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
You know what I mean? Well, because, like, I've had other jobs where they'd be like, hey, we're doing something. You want to go? And I'm like, fuck you.
I've usually
fuck
been
your
like,
fucking whatever it is.
Yeah.
Give me cash or suck my dick.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt about literally almost every job I've ever had.
Yeah, that's how it's been at all the places I've been at. I mean, even here, it's not really a fuck you. It's just like, you know, if I got time, I'll join y'all. But if not, I'm not really missing out on anything. I'm not, you know, upset if I don't go to something.
For me, it's always been like, I want to be off the radar of anything corporate, anything anywhere higher up than the fucking assholes I got to deal with.
Yep, that's how I've always been with it.
But like, literally, I now have a job where like, I'm like, I mean, if corporate wanted to like fuck with me, I wouldn't be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, what are you talking about? Like, I would be open to discussion.
Yeah.
Instead of point blank, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that. So like, you know, shit's got me all out of whack these days because I'm like, okay, now everything's going good except this one thing is like totally derailed in my life.
Yeah.
And like my ability to compensate or deal with it in my brain is like, it's almost like I'm not willing to in a sense.
Yeah. You don't want to take the time to put the energy into that part.
Like, I'm good with just full disconnect. Because, like, you know, you try to be like the good adult and like, oh yeah, we can maintain a friendship and such. And I'm like, all right, well, I fucking lost that. I can't do that. But it's all based on, it's fucked up because I'm like, it's all based on trust. Like, I don't dislike the person.
Yeah.
I can't trust the person. And like, that is huge in my mind. And I never knew it was.
Oh, yeah. If you get older, you find different things that's like, you know what, this is more important than this was right here.
Well, it's kind of like if I'm thinking of like different things in my life as like forts in my brain. You know, like my ego has a mobile fort and like this and that. You know, there's different forts. Like if there's a trust fort, it's fucking blown out. Like it's
what was that
just
movie?
Clapped out. You know, like, you know when you see the house in the movie with the bullet just riddled with bullets.
Hold on, try to think
That's
of the
how
movie.
like the foundation of my trust fort feels right now.
Because the motherfucker in I Done It.
Huh?
There was a movie that when you're talking about that, there's a movie. I can't remember the name of the fucking movie. It was a Stephen King book that was turned into a movie. And I think it might have been Dreamcatcher. Might have been what it's called. And these guys meet this dude named Duddits. And fucking they're like he was he was touched. You know, he wasn't all there. He was like a handicapped kid.
Okay.
He was part of the group. You know what I mean? They all looked out for Duddits and whatnot. And they kept talking about how, you know, remember Duddits, and they have like this cabin they go to, and shit starts happening. And they're like, you gotta go to your memory bank. Like they, in their minds, they got this big ass, gigantic fucking library file cabinet system that they all go into in their own shit internally and go to the file that has Duddits in there and they pull it out and they talk about them and all this shit. Duddits is some alien fucking creature that fights another. It's all crazy shit from what I remember.
Okay.
But when you describing what they were doing in the movie, they're like, you know, they got their own personal files. They go in there like they have a little version of them walking down the steps to this certain file.
Right.
Open
like,
up this file. Here's this shit here.
Conceptually, it's like a Muppet Babies episode I remember where Gonzo went into Skeeter's brain. And, like, he was, like, in a filing cabinet room. There's all these filing cabinets. And he's going through it, and he's like, oh, this must be Skeeter's memory. And there's all these photos. And there's a picture of him blowing... There's a picture of him blowing a bubble. You know, he's chewing gum and he's blowing a bubble. And he says, oh, shit, this is the time I stole Skeeter's bubble gum.
He tosses it. He rips it up.
Yeah. He rips it up.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn, the nostalgia.
I'm telling you, no, like...
Going back to Muppet Babies.
But, like, Muppet Babies and all sorts of things like this are what enable you as an adult or a human being in general to, like, relay your concept of where you are. And the fact that you remember that, like, you recognize, like, where I'm at in my mind, where I'm like, I've got all these memories and all this terrible stuff and, like, things throughout life that are just, like, it's like if you had a file cabinet full of bad memories, like, it's like some stuff is, you can't rip it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you gotta deal with it.
It just goes in, it goes back in the file. Like, okay, this is indestructible. I can't fucking forget this.
Yeah, something reminds you of it one day. Like, oh, yeah, I remember when that shit happened. I ain't thinking about it, bitch.
Right. It's like every little thing that reminds you of that thing just bubbles up all those non-destroyable memories, and it fucks you up.
Yeah, but then you got some good shit, too, up in that motherfucker, too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Some of y'all do. Like, that's the thing that's fucking me up is, like, I'm like, I got a job I like, I got a fucking car I like, I got a podcast that I'm really happy with.
Yeah.
That's not making me any money. Like, share, subscribe, please. But, like, you know, this is one of the few things that's been consistently here for me.
Yeah.
And it's really important to me.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. You gotta have something like that, at least something to look forward to in the week. You have a shitty week, come in, let some shit out.
Yeah, dude, 48 to 50 weeks a year getting to do this is like the thing that's getting me through life at this point. Like, this is the only thing that's been consistently not upsetting to me for my entire adult life. Like, oh, the podcast, yeah, it doesn't make me mad. It doesn't make me upset. Like, I put money in it, it gets better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like a car. I put money in it, it improves.
There you go.
It doesn't get resentful.
That's the little bits by little bits. Look like this is about to die. Let me cut this off then.
Oh, look at
Get
you.
off here.
All out of whack.
Yeah, I didn't fucking charge. I forgot. I've had
Dude,
my
I was
nieces
so
and
out of
nephews
whack
at the house all week for the past couple of weeks now. You know, so until they get settled in down here. And it's been cool having the little ones there, but it's just funny as shit because my niece, boy, she's something else. A little smart ass mouth. I love it. You know what I mean? I can't help it but encourage the shit.
She calls you fat boy and you like it.
Yeah, because that's what my sister calls me. We all got nicknames for each other, and she calls me fat boy.
Is that, what'd you call her?
I call her Face.
Okay.
So my sister's face, yeah, Face Mob.
Hey, Face Mob, shout out. What's up, girl?
So,
hey, Face Mob, you got any friends? Hook me up. Oh, no, don't. I'm damaged. Leave me alone. Don't take care of me. I need to be alone.
So fucking, yeah, my niece be calling me fat boy.
Don't sacrifice your friends for my needs.
Shit. You know what? Go out here, get mushroomed up, then find you a ratchet bitch.
Dude, I was thinking about a ratchet the other day, man. I'm like, God damn, man.
I was thinking about a ratchet the other day.
I'm saying,
when you bring back that memory, like, oh shit, that ratchet bitch was all on me. Yeah, let me go ahead and find me a ratchet.
Cannabis Festival, man. April is right around the corner, bro.
It really is, isn't it?
Holy shit,
like,
yeah.
Cannabis Festival's right around the corner. Speaking of which, Mike, we gotta get tickets to Exotica.
That's what.
Gotta get tickets to Exotica.
Yeah, when is that?
I think it's the first weekend in December. Because I followed them.
It's late this year. We gotta get tickets to Exotica and go there and hand out cards. I gotta order more cards. Plus, because like I said, man, I was looking at like the legalities of like running a porno business. And
Porn
like,
stars and sex toys and shit like that.
well, like,
It's got all kinds of shit out there. You got OnlyFans,
there's a lot of different
models.
angles.
It's a lot of adult entertainment
Virginia
shit.
Virginia has wacky laws, and you've got to be careful with how you like cross over. Like,
Yeah.
like,
What you saying? How you word it?
well, like,
I know what
exactly.
you're wearing pretty much too, because
It's not even that. It's more like if you're making a video, like it's almost like I feel like I'd have to make videos with certain chicks and be like, all right, look at, you get paid off of what this earns. I can't pay you now because if I pay you now, it's prostitution. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
There's like technicalities. So like, I'm hoping to find a legal representation in Virginia, but this thing I found on the web when I Googled like adult entertainment legalities or legal lawyers or whatever,
Yeah.
like it brought me to this guy in Florida, some law firm in Florida that does like 50 statewide legality, First Amendment, and whatever you would call it, adult entertainment,
Yeah.
legal law stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's weird because I'm almost just interested because I'm curious, like into
just to
how
see,
it all
like,
works.
How's this work?
Yeah, because like I'm not really built for celibacy or porn, but I'm like I like making videos. Hey.
I can be the cameraman. Like I got you.
Nah.
You want to direct it?
No, I'll do it all, bro. I don't give a fuck. If I get
Direct
into
star.
it, I'll direct, I'll star, I'll get other people involved. Yeah, I can sit back here. Once I got my dick sucked on camera a couple times, it'd be not a big deal. You know what I mean? I'll be like, yeah, I can record you doing it.
He said, so you want the couch casting call? That's
Dude.
what that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that would be like fun to maybe do, but like that's part of why I'm like I want to go to Exotica and like talk to people.
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
like feel out the concept
Matter
of the
of fact,
industry.
I think something came out. I believe it's the first weekend in December.
Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe the show. Put us on your Twitter account and like, share, subscribe.
I believe it's in December. I think I'll hit y'all up
Yeah,
with the
look
definite
me up,
date.
Mike. Look it up, Mike. Tell me.
I'll give you the definite
Because, like, I
date
definitely
to
want
it.
to get an Exotica ticket and go this year, and it would be really cool. Because I think you said Buddy goes, and it would be cool to, like, go with a group.
Exotica 3X.
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
down.
Exotica Expo.
That's what's up.
It's probably what, $30 to get in there.
I bet
don't know
you
about
Jubu
that.
wouldn't
Here we
mind
go.
going. I think the tickets range like 30 to 100.
DC. Here we go.
Depends on what you want. Like, there's 2 or 3 days that they do. So, like, you get one day for, like, $50 or 2 days for 120
I
or
only need
like
one
3
day,
days for
bro.
120 or whatever. I don't know.
Only one day.
Shit.
really.
Yeah, I'm kinda there.
Saturday, December 2nd.
December
It's a
2nd.
yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
2 to
Mason and
10.
French Show making plans to be at Exotica here in DC at the Dulles Expo Center for the Exotica Festival.
Is that the Dulles show?
Yeah, it's the Dulles Expo Center.
Dulles Expo. Wait a minute.
Well, that's Chantilly right now, dude.
Yeah. It's easy to get to.
Yeah, it's right off 28.
Yeah, but they just say DC.
It's next to the Chick-fil-A. Yeah, they
But
call
it's-
it DC.
But it's technically not DC.
Yeah, it's
Is what I'm saying.
Chantilly. It's in Virginia. We don't have to go to Maryland.
Yeah. Or DC.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah,
Ladies and
that's
gentlemen, we
true.
like it. And now my man, the Jew Unit, recently purchased himself a Roland Biggie Smalls strip club t-shirt that has the new and improved lettering with the proper pink in the words, as well as the proper purple for the trailer that is the strip club at Roland Biggie Smalls strip club. We actually have a nicer daycare center than the strip club is. Like if you look at the daycare on the back of the shirt, it's like a brick and mortar building.
Yeah.
The strip club's a fucking
club's
double
straight
wide.
Yeah.
Double wide. Handle his business, you know what I mean?
Hey, look.
It's a double wide with a ramp, bro. We are ready, dog.
Hey,
It's
man,
bring your
Everybody
own.
is welcome. All ages and capabilities are welcome at Roland Biggie Smalls strip club.
Yeah, that's like a mullet though, man. You know, business in the front, party in the back. You know.
Absolutely. No, it's actually business in the back, party in the front.
Also, the strip club is the front door.
Yeah, the strip club's the front, and the daycare is actually like in the back, around back. Like there's probably like a street in between. If I were to make it like exactly how I think it should be, there'd be a street in between. Oh, you want to do the daycare? Well, drop your kids off at the street across the street and walk over, and get up in this strip club.
Okay, I'm looking at the prices right now for this shit.
I've been drinking, Mike. Tell me what the prices are you're looking into.
Okay, so let me clear it up.
Thank you on the mute.
We got the 1-day general admission is $44.99. Included with that is the show floor.
$44.99.
Hold on, the show floor educational seminar entertainment stage. Then you have the 1 day VIP admission, just $84.99. Has the 1 day pass, the show floor, the same shit as the first one, except it has a VIP show bag, a t-shirt, free entry into the VIP lounge, free entry to the VIP after parties, a commemorative poster, and a pin. Some special offers from our exhibitors and sponsors.
How much was that one?
That was $84.99. But then hold on. Then you have the VIP Dungeon All Access. That includes everything as the first two, except it also includes access to private sections with the Exotica Dungeon and featuring limited crowd sizes. Let's see, curated private demos, seminars, equipment, and all done in much more private and personalized settings.
A much more personalized setting. See, that's how I get in with these porn star chicks and get one of them to do a video with me.
Wait,
and then I'll be in the fucking industry.
Wait a
dog.
minute.
That
Hey, there's
almost
still
sounds
more.
like they're doing dances and shit down there.
Hold
which
on.
ain't doing
There's still
nothing like
more.
that.
There's still more.
Can I
with
get
this.
jerked off for like
Yeah.
$250?
Yeah, I'll say it.
Access to Exotica Dungeon post-show events and hotel meetups.
Hotel
Yeah, that's
meetups.
where you get jerked off right there.
Hold on, daily scheduled meetups
$400.
for Exotica Dungeon VIP ticket holders. Upgrade available on-site only.
I need everybody's finger on this thing. If I pay $4 for this jerk off, I need all 16 of y'all put one finger on this motherfucker.
Just squeeze my balls a bitch, baby.
Two people
Squeeze
wrap-
my balls a
two
bit
people-
while you're doing
two
that.
people wrap my balls, and I need the rest 14 y'all
what my
motherfuckers
song
one finger on
say?
that motherfucker.
Oh, Mike, we gotta play your
What the
song.
song says, crush my balls, big forehead bitches are the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a big Mike premiere. We gotta break out because, like, this is absolutely gonna get a video.
Oh yeah, definitely. You gotta schedule that shit out.
No doubt.
Cause man, I've been thinking about that shit all fucking week. I'm like, yo, we can pull this off. It's gonna be a good one here.
Dude, this video is gonna be phenomenal because I've got you recording it, so that's in it.
Yeah, okay,
You know what I
bet,
mean? We've
bet.
got performance already, and it's the live performance, so it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna absolutely sync up.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking maybe the first VIP pass. I don't need the whole dungeon thing and the whole
$80 jump?
84,
How much is the dungeon thing?
89. It's only $5 more than a first
I'm in,
one.
dog. I'm in. I'm
You
going
want
to
the
the
dungeon?
most
You
expensive.
go to the dungeon.
Well, you know, y'all been saying I'm trying to get cut up for years, so might as well go see what happens.
See what happens in there. Well, yo, Mason, how was it in there, man?
I'm gonna be like, my balls shrunk by
Right.
like 25%.
Apparently, I'm having a kid now.
Apparently, I can actually knock girls up still.
There's somehow, whatever they did, reversed whatever they did.
Yeah,
Now,
my vasectomy went all to shit.
it just fell apart in there. I gotta go back to the doc and say, yo, you fucked up.
I had
man.
this random lady blow me, and the next thing I knew, I was able to impregnate again.
They got the Maury home testing kit.
The Maury home test kit.
You know, he missed a bag right there.
Come in this and make her squirt in this, and we'll see if you got the same kid.
He-
Dude,
yeah.
a home test? Is this my baby and her baby?
Exactly.
Dude,
you
that
are not
is-
the father?
Bro, that
Maury-
is huge.
Maury
If
missed the bag.
look, if imperfect conception tests. Imperfect conception tests.
Yeah.
Dude. The
And
male home at home confirmed via mail
and look, and
testing
then
kit.
you have it show up. You
Put
are
your
or
hair
you
in
are
this,
not
put the child's
father.
hair in this. Yes.
You don't have no blue line. You have it show up.
And now you know what it's
are
called?
Not the father.
It's called Are You the Father? Like, you're going to hit up Are You the Father
Now
at
look,
home conception test.
We make a cheaper version for those that can't afford that one called Who the Pappy.
Yeah. That's a TV show hosted by Old Dirty Bastard back in the 90s.
Oh, Who the Pappy?
Yeah.
Who the Pappy?
Have a burning back. Nothing not done.
I'm telling you, man. I've been wilding out lately, dog. I'm all drunk and shit. I'm digging it.
This motherfucker has already started. Look, he gonna need a nap later.
I am absolutely going to need a nap.
So you're gonna get a nap.
You get a nap. You get a nap. You get a nap.
You gonna go to sleep, get back up, get fucked up, go football. He gonna go to sleep, get up, get fucked up, and go into a whole different realm. He gonna be with himself.
Right?
He's gonna be with his
I'm gonna
clone
go
in
take a
his
nap and then
head.
eat 3 grams of mushrooms tonight.
Talking to the clone version of himself. Talking about, dog, we gotta get a bitch that we can fuck at the same time. We already have
He's
her.
gonna be in the mirror.
She's here.
That's gonna be talking about the mirror, yeah. So,
You say you gonna talk to the mirror?
yeah, we gotta get this bitch, dog, so we can fuck her.
Yeah,
I know,
who is
cuz.
the wisest pharaoh of them all in the mirror with myself?
He gonna have an
Like,
angle to where it's just him in the bed, you know what I mean? It's,
Right.
Yeah, we gotta get. Yeah, we gotta
dude,
get
it's gonna
this
be
shit
like
over
fucking
with.
American Psycho, and it's gonna be like American porno.
Oh, yeah, American Psycho was a trip, especially at the end. The end, when the ending came through.
That's my deal. If I start making porno, I'm gonna have a fucking room that I do it in that has a mirror. And I'm always gonna flex in the mirror. And if I start making porno, here's the guarantee.
What's your name gonna be flex? Your porno name gonna be flex
Oh,
if you're always out there flexing?
porno name would be, what was the guy's name in American Psycho?
Oh, shit. How do I not know
Patrick
this?
Bateman.
That's it.
So it would be Patrick Bader or some shit like that. I'd have to come up with something that's very American Psycho style, but it's American porno.
Patrick Baby
And
Batter.
then I got a Patrick Baby Batter. I'm Patrick Baby Batter. And every morning I wake up and I put on the
Baby
fucking...
batter, how about just batter?
I think Patrick Baby Batter is better.
Patrick Baby Batter be better.
Patrick Baby Batter is better.
That's the motto on the car. Patrick Baby Batter is better. You gotta be
Good baby batter.
girl. What you need is that Patrick Baby Batter. Make you a cream pie real quick. Fill up all your shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be making crazy porno if I get into porno business. Crazy porno.
And get you a Boston chick. I'm gonna make you a Boston cream pie, bitch. What they got? What's the accent in Boston? It's like, you know, Boston.
You want some of this cum? You're gonna
Don't
make
they-
it come louder.
Yeah, you want this? You want
Patrick, come louder.
cum chowder? You want some cum chowder?
Welcome to the cum chowder. We come louder with cum chowder.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Bitch, come here and get you some of this cum chowder.
Absolutely. Dude, the world is a changing place. Things
All
are
day.
fucked, and I'm like, why would I care anymore, right? Like,
All day.
I'm so fucked up, bro.
You're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through
I
it.
ain't worried about it because I got this, and I got a car that I like, and a job that made me want to kill myself. So
Yeah, you get up every day, so shit, you ain't done yet.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna make it.
That's it.
I'm gonna make it. We gonna make it.
You could always do like my man over there in the UK did, man, and run up in an animal.
And oh nah, dog. Nah.
You just gotta put a condom on,
Nah,
remember?
right.
They do that
like, yeah.
around here too, man.
I don't get down like that though.
I mean, not in this area, you know, but they do in America.
I'll just start the OnlyFans by myself if I'm doing it. Like if I'm like, yeah, well, I could bang an animal, I'll just jerk off on camera.
There you go. I think you get money off of that. I know a lot of bitches like the cum shots.
They've been there just pussy popping, getting paid. So you about to do just cock jerking. Same numbers.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely,
shit.
dude. The numbers are out there. Bitches be watching you jerk off, or bots do.
Yeah. Everybody be watching finger popping, so they'll definitely watch your.
I mean, hell, they got bitches just fucking got their feet dripped in oil, hold it up.
Yeah,
so.
nowadays, yeah. You just got damn near whatever.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. I'm like, yo,
You put that in the background. Put the Forrest Gump in the background with the jerking sound. That's all you need. Just play
all you
that.
need.
That's
That's all you
it.
need.
Play that sound the whole fucking time. You do ASMR. Oh, there it is. There it is. The OnlyFans jerking off ASMR. Oh, you gonna get paid.
ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
Think about that. You hear?
dude,
A bitch will go to sleep to that.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of potential out here. I gotta go to Exotica before I commit. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in
I ain't even
2024,
knew, bro.
you can vote for Mason or you can watch him bang chicks online.
ASMR style.
I'm trying to tell you, dude, there's a lot of options in the
Flexing.
world right now.
Let me just
In the
slide
mirror.
this over.
Flexing in the mirror, right? Because I'm gonna set up a spot where I bang all the porno chicks, and I'm gonna start exercising on a regular, so I get hotter and hotter and hotter.
He's gonna exercise on the
Ladies and
regular.
gentlemen, with that said, we'll have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to thank you so much for listening, as well as watching. Hopefully, you can like, share, subscribe this motherfucker. Tell your friends, don't bogart this bitch.
Yeah.
And, be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
A little bit by little bit, ladies and gentlemen, keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things that you are trying to get done, because that's how they get done.
We believe in you.
That's right. Don't forget just how much we do love you.
Oh, yo, can I introduce the song?
Oh, yeah. We should end the show with the song. Yeah, I brought it all the way up. All right.
So look, hey, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Mason and Friends show parody exclusive, yo. It's my version of Pound Town called Downtown. Hope y'all enjoy this, bitch.
That's right. Don't forget we love you very much. And peace be with you.
Video coming soon. Gone.
Take key, fuck these niggas up.
Yeah. A Mason and Friends show exclusive. Yeah. Worldwide, bitches. Go downtown, get nasty downtown. 2 in the pink and 1 in the brown. If you know how it goes. Them feet clean, I'm sucking on them toes. Downtown, get nasty downtown. That coochie clean, then lift that bitch down. She tastes right, then dick the trick down. Eat that booty from the back, yeah. Downtown, get nasty downtown. The coochie clean, then lick that bitch down. She tastes right, then dick the trick down. Order 20 wings, all flats. I'm in the DMV looking for the baddies. You know the ones that get real nasty. I want a bus and a fatty. PHT? Give me a special bitch, the one that lets me bust on her tits. Give my balls a little caress. Big forehead bitches are the best, yeah. I like the bitch that knows what's up. Come here, pour some dick in your butt. What? Put that booty on the platter. Call it vag with a sploosh of baby batter. Get nasty for no reason. Like chicken with no season. I love a good old freak. One that'll gnaw on all that meat to the base. Go downtown, get nasty downtown. 2 in the pink and 1 in the brown. If you know how it goes. The feet clean, I'm sucking on them toes. Downtown, get nasty downtown. 2 in the pink and 1 in the brown. Shaka, shaka, shaka. Get nasty.